Ephraim, turn it down. Ephraim! I think I got on the Wi-Fi. Oh, what are you doing? Good God. So, you look terrible. Honestly. You look a little green. No, like, terrible. You've been vomiting and throwing up. You've been in the bathroom? Oh, well, let me give this to you. From Compliments of American Airlines. Would you like that? In case you throw up during a conversation. Oh, you know, we've been so busy with Yom Kippur. And, you know, I thought I would check on you. I have to apologize. Ephraim had a triple bypass done, and we've been in and out of the hospital. He's been hugging his bears, you know, and after we had the cabbage done, oh Lord, it's been terrible. He was really hoping for a widowmaker. I know I stole your joke, didn't I, Ephraim? But I, you know, we've been in and out of the hospital, and I haven't caught up with you since you went to find your lawyer in Europe. But what I did find were all these T-shirts that are selling really big right now in Europe and around the world that you caused, and it caused me to just worry about you and check on you. And then I'm gonna have to reach out to your mothers too. You look terrible. Are you gonna throw up? You've been throwing up? Are you just, you know, American Airlines? And I would like to give this to you, you know. Oh, do you have any help getting off this reality show? Who would be so cruel to make someone that is constantly sick and in pain stay on a reality show, for one? I mean, they could at least let you, like, I'm not saying you have to be a Kardashian. I'm not saying you gotta go bedazzle your ass and go date Dennis Rodman. No, Ephraim, I didn't say penis Rodman. I said Dennis Rodman. His mind's in the gutter. You think he'd get his mind from Robert Zimmerman or Steven Spielberg? His mind is in the gutter. No, I mean, I'm not saying that they could allow you, you know, some conveniences. I mean, no one would be sick and in such terrible shape as you on a reality show. It's complete greed. Oh Lord. So what you went to you went overseas to try to get a lawyer, surgeries or something, and all they wanted to do was throw you downstairs and chase you? God. How'd you tell them I'd never been there before? This, you know, I may be dying. I want to experience Europe. What did they say? Oh, the billionaires that had been there thousands of times were ruining your European vacation. Lord, it's not like Chevy Chase was following you around. I don't think that's how it goes. Well, this was some of the shirts that I've been seeing. What happened? Was it Russell's Brussels Belgian bells? What happened there? Lord, I don't know. This one's interesting. Gay Paris, interesting. How was the cruise on Paris? Did you eat lots of fine food and dining? No one tried to throw you off a bridge or have a seizure in an elevator? Did they? Oh. This one I found very interesting. Let me tell you, fake lesbians have been chasing you around all over the world. I would think if they were real lesbians, they would catch you, Dana. They're just hiring the wrong people. What was this one about? She is one of the people that have hurt you for over 10 years, right? Who was the last celebrity that you saw on your phone before you got on the plane to Europe? Oh, it was Mandy Moore. And she knows that you do not like seeing her and don't want any content from her. Unwanted content is stalking, yes. That is true. Unwanted content. And she knows that you dislike her very much. And yet she still gets in your face. I wonder why. Does she need money? Probably. Good God, you look terrible. You look terrible. Well, I saw those shirts, and then I heard that some of the ratings on these TV programs aren't doing so well. Like The Pit. I wonder what that whole show was set up for. I guess they weren't planning that a God in heaven had other plans. Oh, these arrogant Hollywood assholes. Oh, and Grey's Anatomy. You know, I just don't see how black people feel good about making content about slavery in America. They're not doing so well either. Yeah, I mean, and people making money from tragedy, I think that's kind of like those lawyers that chase cars. It feels like the same thing to me. Lord, well, you look really sick. And Ephraim, no, what have you had for Yom Kippur? She had a Little Caesar's pizza. How'd that go? It came up. What else? Chicken soup. That's not how you celebrate Yom Kippur. I know. Ephraim's getting upset. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna have to contact your mothers. Apparently you have several, because all your fathers are directors. They all have wives, right? And then there's Joan and Pat. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to contact them. But I want to hear about some of these escalating events. Because your fathers like to do this thing that they say, oh, well, Dana said something, so we have to make her life hell for saying it. So let me just get you. There were several celebrities that have given you emotional distress and torture for over 10 years. One being Mandy Moore and Taylor Swift. These people have given you emotional, psychological distress for years, correct? They have. So how did you try to handle this in the last couple of years? Creatively, okay. With nonviolence. First, you were just like politely saying, no, go away, you bother me. That's called stalking, online stalking, a virtual. That is stalking, that is against the law. So that is something that holds up in court. But these women kept coming online and in the show or whatever. They did, okay. Ugh. And so what did you do then? You tried to make comedy about them, to embarrass them. Maybe they'll go away if you embarrassed them. So you made some comedy about their terrible TV programs that are racist. This Is Us. You made some comments about it. You did anything you could to deter these women. I mean, you could have called Al-Qaeda and, done a missile airstrike on them, but you didn't. They're not real anyhow. But you could have, asked for some sort of violence. But no. You tried to be clever. You tried to be smart. You tried to really think of abstract ways to get these people to leave you alone, and they didn't listen. Which is illegal. That's stalking. It's stalking. So that they're in trouble. Well, yeah, so your father said that you were distasteful. You said things that were dirty. Oh my God. Would you like to go follow them on tour or see what their lives are behind the camera? Oh my God. Aren't you the innocent, sweethearted person that's had this terrible life? Oh my God, give me a break. Give me a break. I think it's very clever to try to use comedy to get people to leave you alone. You know, Joan told me to tell you to flip them off, you know, and apparently that, you know, that hasn't worked. Pat told me to told you to take videos. Steven Spielberg just says nobody loves you, gives a fuck about you. We know that somebody's got to out there, but I'm wondering what his wife would say, or Francis Ford Coppola's wife would say, or George Lucas's wife would say, with all this, you know. No. Oh no, we're gonna get to a lawyer. Oh, you think you have a lawyer? That's good to know. Oh Lord, you look very peaked. I know, you look sick. You look very sick. I'm gonna let you go. No. Well, here's the thing. No means no. There's this thing called aggravation content, you know, without, you know, unwanted content, no consent. You know, you do not, stalking can be virtual, you know, it can be physical, and it's unwanted content. And this is what these women have done to you. So legally, it is against the law. And they've known for years that you can't stand them. So I'm really wondering why this person was the last celebrity you saw on your phone before you went to Europe, and then you had things happen with her in Europe. Wonder why she did that. Whew, I don't know. I think it's very clever to try to either embarrass people to get them to leave you alone. I mean, you know, do anything you can to get them to leave you alone. And it seems like you've tried all those ways and they didn't stop. So we're just gonna have to call your mothers and the Disney Channel and let them sue. You look sick. Please go lay down. And American Airlines and I'm sure that, I don't know if there's any sugar in there. Okay, go lay down. I'm sure there's one from Delta. You got one from Delta, Ephraim? He says he does. Oh God, you look really sick. Anyhow, we're gonna check in with you more often. No. You're gonna have a good Christmas, I promise you. Okay, good boy. Okay.